So I've been using this Ultrahuman ring for a few months now, and I'll have to say I really like it. Besides the ring, I've been also using this Fitbit so I can compare it to the ring, and I would say they each have their pros and cons. The ring can keep track of how well I've been sleeping, which is actually my favorite feature, because I like to be able to know how long I've slept, what quality of sleep I got, so I can see if I need to do anything to improve. And in the app, it'll give some different suggestions on how I can improve different things. Also, it will keep track of my heart rate, and it has a lot of different statistics and different things about like my vitals, my heart rate, my temperature, and it's really helpful in keeping track of how healthy I am. And it will also keep track of how active I am during the day, which I also really like. So here's the app, and it can show my movements. You can see that I have 5,731 steps for today. I went on a run earlier today, so it's cool that I can keep track of that. And it shows my active minutes. I've had 55 active minutes today. Another thing I like is in the app, it has some breathing exercises. So it has some different things to breathe in different ways that are going to help you calm down, or so there's different things that it can help you do depending on what type of breathing you do. And then this is why I really like the sleep score, higher than usual. Yeah, I got a lot of good sleep yesterday. If you go into it, this top section is going to show how well I slept in different days. Now, I actually haven't worn the ring that much this past week, but before that I was wearing it all the time. So if we went back to a previous month, you would see a lot more. But it's going to show our total sleep, time in bed, and one thing I like is that if we go down, we can see this graph that actually shows what sleep stage we were at different types of different parts of the night. You can see here, this is where I had to wake up to go to the bathroom, where I'm awake, but then I go back to sleep here. So I like the form factor. It doesn't take up as much space as like the Fitbit watch, and I like being able to wear it as a ring. And then so if there's any other watch you want to wear, you can wear a different watch. And it's also super easy to charge on the charger, and it charges pretty quick, and the charge lasts for quite a few days before you have to recharge it. So that's pretty nice. We can see our resting heart rate, our current heart rate, our beats per minute, and then our VO2 max. A few things about the form factor I don't like. For one, I do a lot of working out, and I definitely have to take it off before I lift any weights, or it's going to get damaged. Whereas a watch, it's not going to be damaged for as many different kind of lifts. Some lifts I still have to take my watch off for. But the ring, basically all lifts, you're gonna have to take it off. I mean, I think most people that are working out a lot are kind of used to stuff like that. And the ring is thicker than some other rings I've used, so it definitely it's definitely more obvious that it's on your finger. If you go to give someone a high five, they're definitely gonna feel it. So that could be seen as a negative, depending on what you're going for. As far as the look, I do really like the look. I think it looks really nice. I noticed it's starting to show some minor scratches quicker than I was expecting, but that could just be how I'm using it, again with like doing different things with my hands. Overall, I think it actually works out pretty well. I noticed when I compared the sleep, where it tells how well you slept, how long you slept, I did feel like the Fitbit was a little more accurate compared to what I remembered of how long I slept, although I don't know for sure, but it seemed like, oh, these hours that the Fitbit's saying I think was slightly more accurate, but it's all about the same, so it's not going to make a big difference either way. So overall, I think it's a good ring, and I would, if you're in the market for something like this, I would recommend it. And just so you know, Ultrahuman did send me a free ring for this review.